Do you know that the ice cream cone was invented by accident? Imagine a world where ice cream was only eaten from cups and bowls. Kind of boring, right? But thanks to a happy mistake over 100 years ago, we now have one of the most iconic ways to enjoy ice cream. Before we continue, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the like button, and turn on notifications so you never miss a new video. Now, let's dive into the history and production of ice cream cones. The most famous story about the invention of the ice cream cone takes us back to the 1904 World's Fair in St. Louis, Missouri. It was a hot summer day, and an ice cream vendor suddenly ran out of cups. In a desperate move, he turned to a nearby waffle seller. The waffle vendor rolled one of his thin waffles into a cone shape, and just like that, the ice cream cone was born. But wait, did he really invent it? Well, not exactly. Historical records show that edible ice cream containers existed even before that. In fact, in the 19th century, Italian and French street vendors served ice cream in pastry shells. And in 1888, a British cookbook even included a recipe for ice cream cones. The first patent for an ice cream cone making machine was filed in 1903 by an Italian immigrant named Ital Marchioni, allowing mass production to begin. That was the real game changer. Since then, the simple cone has evolved into different varieties. Here are the most popular ones. 1. Waffle cones. The crispy, golden brown cones with a classic grid pattern. These are often larger and crunchier. 2. Sugar cones. Similar to waffle cones, but smaller, sweeter, and more structured to hold melting ice cream. 3. Wafer cones or cake cones. The light, airy, and slightly bland cones, often used in soft-serve ice cream shops. 4. Chocolate-dipped and flavored cones. Modern versions include chocolate-coated interiors to prevent sogginess, and even flavored cones like strawberry or matcha. But how are these cones actually made? Let's get into the production process. Step 1. The ingredients. Ice cream cones are made with simple ingredients: flour, sugar, water, vegetable oil, and leavening agents. The mix is blended into a smooth batter. Step 2. Baking and shaping. The batter is poured onto hot metal plates or baking molds. After being baked at 300 degrees Fahrenheit, 150 degrees Celsius, for about 1 to 2 minutes, the flat wafers are still soft enough to be shaped. For waffle and sugar cones, they are quickly rolled into their signature cone shape while warm. Wafer cones, on the other hand, are shaped inside molds for a perfectly symmetrical form. Step 3. Cooling and quality check. Freshly shaped cones are sent down a cooling conveyor belt where they harden and become crispy. At this stage, any misshapen, broken, or overcooked cones are removed from the batch. Step 4. Packaging and distribution. The cones are then stacked in protective sleeves and packed into boxes ready to be shipped to ice cream shops, factories, or grocery stores. To prevent breakage, modern factories use automated machines that carefully handle each cone before it reaches consumers. Now that we know how they're made, let's talk about the industry behind them. Ice cream cones are a billion-dollar industry with more than 15 to 20 billion cones produced every year. Demand is growing, with new varieties like gluten-free and vegan cones becoming more popular. But which countries produce the most? 1. The United States, the biggest producer, home to companies like Joy Cone Company, which makes over 2 billion cones per year. 2. China, one of the fastest growing ice cream markets, with mass production of cones increasing yearly. 3. Italy, known for artisanal gelato cones. Italy produces some of the finest handmade cones in the world. 4. Germany, a major producer of industrial wafer cones for the European market. 5. India. With rising ice cream consumption, India has become a major player in cone production. Ice cream cones have come a long way from that accidental invention in 1904. From hand-rolled waffles to fully automated factories producing billions of cones, they remain one of the simplest yet most essential parts of the ice cream experience. Let me know in the comments what's your favorite type of ice cream cone. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fascinating stories about food production and history. See you in the next one.